Hey, what's up? I got some more lore content for you guys. Some more cards have been revealed, and I'm going to catch up and give my first impressions on everything I missed so far up to the Riven reveal. Before I get into the reveals though, if you're new, please consider hitting the subscribe button to stay up to date with my content. I make deck profiles, beginner-friendly videos, gameplay highlights, and other lore-related stuff. The road to 5k has begun, and I need all the help I can get, so it'd be awesome if you joined. I also stream on Twitch often, so check me out over there if you want live gameplay of someone who's hit Master during all 5 ranked seasons, peaked rank 1 in NA this season, and got a top 32 spot in the Monuments of Power tournament. With that, let's get into the reveals. Alright, so we're starting off with another silent video as per usual, so I must go. Let's get right into it. Hide, but they will find you. Okay, so it looks like a 2-mana slow spell. Your opponent discards the weakest follower from hand. Ooh, that's really cool, especially in like top deck phase. If the opponent has 1 unit to play and then like a couple spells, you can just take out the unit outright. For 2 mana slow, that's actually really good value. I'll happily trade 2 mana to take out one of my opponent's units. This is probably best in like the mid or late game actually, not so much in early because they could be sitting on like a bad 1-drop that they don't want to play anyways. And it's also not good like into aggro matchups too much because you're spending 2 to not really develop anything. 4 mana 3/3 Brutal Hunter as challenger. When I'm summoned, give me quick attack this round. So the turn that they are played, very strong. Being able to deal 3 on attack 4 is actually really good. You can trade into a lot of things. You can hit a lot of 3 cost and lower champions for sure. Like imagine just sniping Riven with this right after he's played. Seems good. 5 mana 7/3 challenger. So we have another Noxus challenger unit. So getting some quick attack synergy, getting some overwhelm synergy, at least with this one. This has a high attack power. 5/7/3. Wow. That's like a lot of damage. 7 overkills pretty much anything around this mana level. So okay, sure. Also giving this overwhelm would be kind of insane. RL the Tracker, 6 mana 2/5. Round end, if you cast a spell on me this round, I strike the weakest enemy. Oh, that's sick. That's really cool. So it's just like an ambient threat. Also, it kind of reminds me of Noxcria Arena, the landmark, so they're continuing the theme with striking the opponent's weakest unit when something happens, so I kind of like that. I think the body's kind of weak, but if you're buffing it or something, or you have some kind of secondary region to make this card be a permanent threat, it can actually be a really annoying, aggressively styled control tool against enemies. I kind of like it. It's sick. Very different. Alright, so moving on to the next silent video. A warrior must know their weapon's history, every jagged piece. So this one's going to be way more specific about Riven, I assume. This is probably her combo cards that I've been hearing about. So, Shiraza's getting hella buffed. It's got quick attack. Looks like it has overwhelm now. Riven's sword is popping off. Blade of the Exile, 3 mana slow spell. Grant an ally +2/+0, overwhelm, and quick attack. Okay. Cool. Just let's keyword them up. 1 mana 1/2 last breath of Reforge. Reforge, I'm guessing, gives you a piece of the sword that I just saw. Blade Squire, 1 mana 1/2. That's fine. Create a random blade fragment, still needed to restore the blade. Once you've cast all 3, create Blade of the Exile. Can you hard run these cards, or they only come from Reforge? That's kind of important. 2 mana 3/1 when I'm summoned Reforge. Okay, so Riven's gonna come with like her own package of units. There's going to be Riven and there's going to be the Reforged stuff. This very much reminds me of Whispers of the Old Gods in Hearthstone. So Cthulhu decks not only needed to run Cthulhu, but you were expected to also run the 2 mana, I think he was a 2/3, it's like premium stats, give Cthulhu 1/1 wherever he is. You ran like the 3 cost one, you ran the 4 cost one. There was a package that came along with it, and it looks like the 1-drop into the 2-drop in Riven's case is going to be very similar. So if you see Riven, expect to see a 1 mana 1/2 and a 2 mana 3/1 pretty much every game, right? Because these are necessary in order to reforge her blade. Here's the hilt. 2 mana burst. Give an ally +2/+0 this round. Reforge again. Oh, so they can build into each other as well. So you only need 1, I guess, unless only the hilt reforges. That's kind of cool. Okay, it was only the hilt. So 1 mana burst spell, Glinting Blade Fragment. Give an ally +2/+0 this round. This one cannot be cast in combat or in response to another spell. So this one has to be done proactively, cannot be done reactively. This one can though. That's why it's 1 mana higher, and it gives the same stats, +2/+0. Okay. Very aggressively statted cards. Not a single one gives a defensive stat, so it's all supposed to be done on attack turn or for a damage boost combat trick. Keen Blade Fragment. 1 mana burst. Give an ally quick attack this round. Can't be cast in combat or response to a spell. So this one is also preemptive, aka proactive. So you use this before going into attack turn, so the opponents can see, okay, that one has quick attack. You can't just give your dude quick attack while you're in the middle of combat and use it as an insane combat trick. Okay, sure. Heavy Blade Fragment. Burst. Give an ally overwhelm this round. Cannot be cast, so again, same thing as the quick attack one. Super cool. And this is the final one. Grant an ally 2/0, overwhelm, and quick attack. So it's a combination of all, except I guess if it was all the effects, it'd be +4/+0, but we'll take the +2. Overwhelm and quick attack for 3. That's really good. That is like obscenely good for 3, and I guess that's the point, because it's all the pieces put together, and you have to like jump through hoops to get to this. But okay, sounds good. We'll give it to that guy. As I was talking about earlier, is really good with overwhelm and quick attack, and it has challenger and just like beats over the opponents. I see. So that was the end of that video. Okay, I'm seeing it. That sounds really cool. All right, let's get into the actual Riven showcase now. Okay, we got the card art on the blades coming in. Blades reforging. That was a really cool animation. Riven. 3 mana 3/4? Oh my goodness. That is a unit right there. That is a good statted champion. 3 mana 3/4. You know, Shyvana was a 4 mana 3/4 when she came out. Riven be taking that stat line, being like, yeah, let me get that mana discount, play me for 3, have a grand old time. When you gain the attack token, reforge. Oh. So every other turn you reforge. Or if you rally. Interesting. Okay, so level up, I see the blade in your hand. Okay.
What conflict awaits?
So what's really cool about her being a 3 mana card is that she is on curve with the other 2 cards we just saw. 1 mana 1/2, 2 mana 3/1, 3 mana 3/4. That's nice. I really like that. That's a very tempo oriented curve right there. That means this can be a true tempo deck, or this can be a mid-range deck strategy, is what I'm seeing right off the top here. And I love me both of those playstyles. Riven wields a broken blade.
What is broken can be reforged.
Yeah. The famous quote. Make him a 3/2 for 1. Reforge to gain power. Reforge again. That gives another 1. Next turn, reforge another 1. Cast all 3. Oh hey, hi Noxcry. And she levels. Cool animation. Get the overwhelm.
No turning back now.
Get the 2/0. And the quick attack.
Fly to them on broken wings.
Yo, that animation is so sick. When you gain the attack token reforge, when my power is increased for the first time each round, increase it by twice as much. Okay, so she's supposed to be like a heavy hitter. I wonder if you can get this into OTK range. Probably not. I think you have to kill over the course of like 2 or 3 turns with this. Maybe, but this is like really heavy. You can get her up to like 8 attack with overwhelm and quick attack. That's kind of sick. Now Riven's blade is restored. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, this is +4, so 8 attack, like I said, and then the overwhelm there. Okay.
Riven, come face me. I wondered if I'd see you again. Awaken.
Okay. I mean, the video is trying to push Noxcry synergy, but I'm not seeing that. Yeah, I'm seeing some OTK potential here.
Follow the wind, but watch your back.
Broken wings need no wind to carry them.
Wow.
Way forward.
Now that's a lot of damage. Oops. Huh. Okay. Interesting. She seems very powerful. I really like it. I think they also did her justice in terms of thematic. It kind of feels like you're playing Riven with like the whole combo system and playing out multiple cards like buffer up and stuff. It seems like a really good transition from League of Legends into Legends Runeterra, and I always have to compliment the design team for being able to pull that off. She looks really awesome. She kind of fits my playstyle as a player, so I'm pretty excited to try her out as well, personally. Her stats are super good. Her ability is super good. She seems pretty splashable. You can run her with multiple other regions depending on what strategy you're going for. I think a lot of concepts that are going to come to people's mind are Ionia and Targon, just for protection for her, sort of like how Lee Sin Targon works. And then it's going to like go from there, and we're going to see multiple different deck identities with Riven. What's cool is that she also has a little bit of synergy with Augment because the blades are generated cards, so that's kind of cool. Sure. Alright, so Riven's weapon, Hilt. Give an ally 2/0, shuffle a Riven. Okay, so she's the Hilt. That starts the reforge process when she becomes an extra copy. We also see a 3-mana burst spell over here, Sharpened Resolve. Give an ally +3/+2 this round. So Noxus gets a very powerful combat trick, an aggressively statted one as well, but you cannot hate on the HP. So you have to look at this like it's Sharp Sight from Demacia, which is a 2-mana 2/2 and can block elusive. So instead of blocking elusive, it's 1 more mana and it's +1 more attack. Is that good? Yeah, that's very solid, especially when you think about Noxus as a region. The roles that this card can fill are just absolutely insane. And 3 mana is just enough to where you can run this, float a couple times between turns 1 and 6 and just have this for a really strong turn 6, turn 7 play when you're attacking with maybe some overwhelm units, maybe a Darius on the board, and then you can just like squeeze in that extra bit of damage to get lethal. +3 cannot be underestimated. Other than that, we also see a 5-mana slow spell, Survival Skills. Allies can't drop below 1 health this round. When discarded, your strongest ally can't drop below 1 health this round. It's a discard tool. Wow. So your strongest ally, but if you hard play it, all allies can't drop below 1. However, like the opponents can react to this because it's a slow. So if they have a fast spell removal, so like let's say Withering Wail or Grasp, then they're just going to kill your stuff out. But this can beat other slow removals like Avalanche. And I guess that's it off the top of my head, but that's really interesting. When discarded, your strongest ally can't drop below 1 health this round. But they can die still. They can still be Vengeance. They can still be obliterated, right? They're not undying, so have to take that into consideration, see the different implications of this card. It's kind of costly, so maybe just discarding it is better outright. I don't know how much 5-mana slow spell is good for like preparation when it's not really buffing your units. It's just making it to where they can't die to damage removal. That's quite interesting though. I'm really excited for Riven. Her and Victor are like definitely my favorite of the 3, but even Zoe I'm not sleeping on. So all of them look like they're going to bring some at least fun or creative decks into the meta. I don't know how powerful any of them are going to be, but they will be enjoyable at the very least to play. Hopefully they're not too frustrating to play against, because then we can have a healthy meta going forward if they are popular. So there's that as well. And that's it for this one. Please like and subscribe if you thought this video was informative or entertaining. It really helps me out since I'm still trying to grow. I'll be releasing more deck profiles, guides, and gameplay highlights in the near future. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Laters.